Us right now. First up tonight, new information about a crash that nearly took the life of a Farmington police officer last month. Police now say DNA evidence led to the arrest of the man accused of driving that car.
But the officer's wife tonight is saying it is not enough. Chief investigative reporter Matthew Campbell is live from Hartford Court. And Matthew, this was really a bizarre court appearance.
Yeah, Aaron and Mark, you're going to see it in a moment. The suspect nearly collapsed, and Farmington's police chief says this was a real departure in demeanor from earlier today where he allegedly showed no remorse. This is 32-year-old Pedro Acevedo. The man who needed to be held up by two court marshals is accused of striking and pinning Officer James O'Donnell against his cruiser. Police Chief Paul Melanson says O'Donnell's pelvic bones were crushed.
He's lucky to be alive. And so they needed pins and screws and everything to put his pelvis back together.
In a show of solidarity, dozens of police officers went to Hartford Court this afternoon for the arraignment. Around the same time, O'Donnell's wife, Kristen, posted this photo of her daughter with this caption. She honestly does not care whether or not they caught the guy because it is just going to happen to someone else's daddy or mommy next time. This is the time for change. Help me change it for the rest of you. O'Donnell's wife has been very open about the days after this tragedy. Many of her Instagram posts challenge local leaders to talk about the Police Accountability Act. This was passed last year in Connecticut, and it opens up officers to civil lawsuits if suspects' rights were violated. Many in the law enforcement community say it restricts the abilities of police, and in this post, she shares a photo of her children asking, "What am I supposed to say to them? How am I going to explain Daddy isn't going to be home for a long time? How do I explain Daddy had to choose our livelihood over the use of his legs because of a law?" Now, we did dig into Acevedo's past, and he has a lengthy criminal history, including arrests for assaults. Now, police say when he ditched the car that struck O'Donnell, he left behind some DNA. Now, Plainville police arrested him 3 days later, and police were able to use that DNA to link him back to the Farmington crime. Now, Farmington police believe that Acevedo was the driver, but they say they are confident he did not act alone and are currently looking for accomplices. Mark, Aaron.
Matthew, what does the road to recovery look like right now for Officer O'Donnell?
Yeah, Mark, it is going to be tough. The police chief tells us that as of right now, O'Donnell has not been able to get out of bed and will be in the hospital for at least the next 4 weeks, but did say that O'Donnell told him he would like to rejoin the force as soon as possible. Guys, back to you.
Okay.